Do you sometimes have days where you have a lot of tasks and at the end of the day, not even a quarter of them are done? In this video, you will learn how to actually accomplish what you set out to do by getting into a state of deep work. With this, I want to welcome you to the Bright Minds YouTube channel. The concept that I'm going to share with you in the next few minutes can really change your life. Making deep work a habit will increase your focus, productivity, creativity, and results. And it will probably even make you a more balanced person. So let's start by defining what exactly deep work is. It is the concept of concentrated, uninterrupted work during which we achieve peak productivity and creativity. In today's world full of distractions, the ability to work deeply becomes crucial to our success. So why should you invest your time and attention in learning deep work? Here are some key benefits. Your deep work capabilities will bring you increased productivity, heightened concentration, enhanced creativity, better quality of work, skill improvement, greater job satisfaction, and the development of a valuable skill set that sets you apart in a world filled with distractions and superficial tasks. So to start with, let's make ourselves more familiar with the concept. Here are 3 key ideas and benefits about deep work. First of all, deep work is about learning and mastering new skills. Continuously developing new skills is one of the most crucial capabilities in today's world. To learn and to master, you must be focused, which is exactly what deep work makes you good at. To maximize the positive impact of deep work in terms of learning, here are 4 best practices. A. Your goal and the skill to acquire must be congruent with your career and purpose. B. Consciously applying learning methodologies including delving deep, practice and experience. C. Work with mentors who can coach you and reflect on your progress. And D. Apply what you learn. Picture it like this. Every new skill that you acquire is like adding a powerful tool into your toolkit. It not only enhances your capabilities, but also opens up new doors of opportunities. The second idea is that we must seek and do deep work consciously because we are bombarded by distractions. And the sources of distractions are everywhere. Instant communication, open floor plans in the office, and access to the fridge at the home office, notifications on our smartphone or social media. Third, embrace deep work for facing your most difficult challenges. This not only helps you to successfully deliver results, it also gives you an inner sense of fulfillment. Deep work is when you are best able to tackle your most difficult problems. So, since solving these problems typically brings the greatest benefits, deep work is much more rewarding than shallow work. Now, before we come to the 10 key principles that will help you to build and master deep work skills, let's briefly summarize these key ideas and benefits that I just mentioned. First, deep work is about learning and mastering new skills. Second, it must be consciously pursued as distractions are everywhere. And third, since deep work enables us to tackle our toughest challenges, its rewards are typically very fulfilling. Now, how can we integrate deep work into our professional routines? To implement deep work into our routines, we must start by establishing clear and achievable goals, then designating specific time blocks for concentrated work, minimize potential distractions, and craft a dedicated workspace, conducive and sustained for focus and productivity. This is what implementation of deep work is in a nutshell. But alright, let's make it more practical so that you will get a true sense of how to do it. I will show you 10 simple principles that will help you adopt to deep work across 4 categories: time, environment, dealing with distractions, and mindset and brain. The first key principle is to schedule time for deep work. This means A. To remove as many shallow work tasks from your life as possible so that you can spend nearly all your time on deep work. To do this, categorize your tasks, eliminate and delegate. Scheduling time for deep work also means B. Designating specific periods when you will devote yourself to deep work. This can be periodically. For example, you might carve out a 3-day block of the week where you aren't contactable while preserving the other 2 days for shallower work. Or, for example, you could set aside 2 to 4 hours each morning for deep work. Next, plan out your day. Think about tasks that you need to complete and how much time you plan to finish them. Break down your day into structured segments, allowing for focused work and strategic breaks. Your most important tasks that you should work on in a state of deep work should have the highest priority. After that, you may also plan time blocks for tasks of lower priority, which might be responding to emails or, for example, obligatory meetings. Regularly reflect on the accuracy of your time blocks. This will improve your planning skills. B. Schedule time for using the internet, phone and other activities that can bring distraction. And keep a notebook or journal nearby so you can write down things that you want to research later. C. Set ambitious deadlines. This means give yourself intense deadlines that will force you to concentrate at the limit of your ability. So, estimate the time you need, then cut it down drastically. This will not only enhance your ability for deep work, but also enable you to deliver peak performance based on the Jerkes-Dodson law. The third key practice for deep work is that you create the right location to flourish. Define a location that is your deep work safe space, where you only go to do deep work. For example, a conference room, the library, or an office in your home. Ensure that this space is exclusively reserved for focused, undistracted work. Create a zone where you can be in the zone. Key practice number 4. Create a deep work-only environment. Your chosen space should not only be distraction-free, but also well equipped with the tools and resources necessary for your deep work session. Think of a clear desk, sufficient water supply, your notebook at reach, and your phone at distance. Next, we come to the deep work methods that will help you manage and eliminate distractions. So here comes key practice number 5. The first distraction that we must actively manage is email. As highlighted in the planning section, define specific times when you reply to emails. But there is more to it. First, you must adapt to the highest email standards yourself. Make sure that your emails contain all essential information. When replying to an email, you should articulate A. The current state of things, B. What the ultimate goal is, and C. What the most effective next steps are. This prevents unproductive email volleys and closes the mental loop for you, so that no mental backlogs accumulate in your mind. Second, insist on those standards by publishing or communicating your email policy to others. This can be in the form of an auto-response or proactive communication. Third, use a basic folder structure and keep a clean inbox at the end of each day. Among others, these folders can include To Do, Observe and Archive, in which you move or auto-direct everything that is not relevant for you. Key principle number 6, and the second distraction to actively manage, is social media. Now, this also comes back to time management. Define a daily budget of time that you want to spend on it, and 2 to 3 time windows during the day. You can even consider to get rid of it completely. Or you can try something out. Quit social media for at least 30 days. This can change your perspective on to what extent you actually need it, and to what extent it enriches your social life, or even takes color out of it. Do you need social media for work? This might be the case. However, even then, be disciplined and conscious about the way you use it. In general, examine every tech tool that you are using or planning to use, and make up your mind. Does this bring you closer to your actual goals? Key principle number 7, and another crucial aspect to eliminating distractions. Say no to shallower work that doesn't align with your priorities. Establish clear boundaries and politely decline tasks or commitments that could compromise your ability to engage in deep, meaningful work. How to do this? For example, if someone asks you to do a shallow work task, provide a vague enough response so that the requester cannot find a loophole that they could use to get you to say yes. For example, you might say, "Sounds interesting, but I can't make it because of schedule conflicts." Or another example, "Thank you for inviting me, but I won't be able to make it." Next, we come to deep work practices related to our mindset and brain. The 8th key principle is, train your focus and continuously increase the duration of your deep work sessions. Most beginners can only do about 1 hour of deep work at a time, but you can train your brain to focus for longer and longer stretches. There are 2 ways to do this. First, let your brain experience low stimuli moments. For example, if you are waiting outside of a bar for a friend, consciously resist taking out the phone. Instead, just sit still and take in whatever is going on around you. In this way, you train your brain's focus muscles. Second, define clear metrics of success for your deep work practice. For example, you might set a goal to write 500 words every 30 minutes. In this way, your task is straightforward and you naturally get 2 simple progress checks per hour. Key principle number 9. To make the most of your focus time, the right execution is key. So let's say you have considered all the principles that I mentioned so far. How do you best channel your concentration for deep work? Here are the 4 disciplines of execution. First, focus on what's important. When choosing what to work on, figure out what things have the largest impact. Then, instead of trying to say no to trivial distractions, simply say yes to the most important tasks or goal. In the Bright Minds Planner, there are separate sections to write down important, large impact activities, so-called quadrant 2 activities, and unimportant tasks. My full focus goes to the important tasks. This best practice enhances my ability to focus and to intuitively evaluate the importance of activities. Second, use the right metrics. These are metrics that can lead you. You can use them in real time to measure your progress in achieving your goals and the effectiveness of your work. Exemplary metrics are the number of pages written or the number of ideas generated. Third, keep your metrics visible. This allows you to consistently monitor your progress against your set goals and maintain clarity on what actions to take. This will also remind you to frequently see and celebrate your successes. A good way to do this is keeping a physical display in the workspace that shows your leading metric. For example, a whiteboard where you can mark off the hours spent in deep work. Fourth, create accountable where possible. First and foremost, you should be accountable to yourself. Analyze your work at regular intervals and be honest how well you have achieved your goals. Do this regularly, for example, once per week, and take full ownership. In addition, find one or several accountability partners. This can be a spouse, a friend, a mentor, or a coach. That person reviews your outcomes and your deep work report every week. The 10th and final key principle is to ritualize your workday shutdown. Create a routine that symbolizes the end of your workday. It should help you to check your workday for anything you forgot and to plan for the next day's work. It will help you to mentally disconnect and recharge for the next day's deep work sessions. In this way, you can smoothly transition from work to your personal time. What can be included in such a workday shutdown ritual? For example, check your emails for any last urgent items, update your to-do list, and check your calendar for upcoming deadlines. Say, "all done," or a similar phrase to explicitly mark the end of the workday. Feel free to stack emotions of pride and success into this moment, put on a power pose, or for example, smile and do 10 push-ups. Alright, you should now understand what deep work is, how it can benefit you, and you learned 10 key principles on how to practice deep work. Understanding a new concept, however, is just the first step. I strongly encourage you that you write down and make a plan for yourself which of these principles you will put into action. If you would like to get guidance on how to significantly increase your productivity and deep work momentum, then check out our Success Habits program on brightminds.de. This Success Habits program is life transformative in many ways, starting with a deep understanding of your mindset and making relevant adjustments, sharpening your purpose and goals, creating mechanisms to take consistent actions, creating and establishing habits for planning and prioritization, creating new routines, optimizing your deep work and productivity state as well as your energy, and ultimately providing self-leadership and accountability methods to make sure that you follow through. So, the Success Habits program helps you to consistently be in a better emotional state, get more important things done, achieve better results, and have more time for whom or whatever matters most in your life. Deep work is one small section in the Success Habits program. In the program, we will dive much deeper into the theory and give you worksheets and exercises to apply the 10 principles. We also offer personal coaching if you prefer to be guided one-to-one by a professional. Check out our Mindset and Results coaching packages on brightminds.de. Your Bright Minds coach will constantly bring you to your next level and hold you accountable for delivering results. Now, if this video was valuable for you, please help us by liking the video and subscribing to our channel. If you have your own deep work experiences and best practices to share, please comment on the video. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the Success Habits program, in a coaching session, or in our next video. Bye.